Hey guys, it's Mr. Clegg. How's it going? Today we're going to do a little experiment to understand how gravity works a little bit better. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is a question. If you were to drop a hammer and a feather at the same time from the same height, which one do you think would hit the ground first? Most of you probably thought the hammer would hit the ground first. And that's right. If you were to do that experiment, you'd find that, and you've probably done similar things in your life. But one of the things that we probably don't think about every day is, why is it that the hammer hits the ground first? If you think it's because the hammer's heavier or has more mass, then you're like most people. Most people think that. But let's do a slightly different experiment and challenge that belief a little bit. So here I have two pieces of paper that are the same mass, and if I were to drop them, they'd probably flutter down to the ground. But let's do something here. They have the same mass. Let's crumple one up, and let's drop them at the same time from the same height and see which one hits the ground first. Let's see if we can see the ground here. There we go. Okay. Same height, same mass. Now you can actually do this experiment. I'd like you to do this on your own actually, but let's do it together here on the video. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. So those two pieces of paper have the same mass, but the one that was crumpled up hit the ground first, and the one that was not crumpled up didn't hit the ground first. So is it really the mass that makes the hammer hit the ground first, or is it something else? And I think it's something else. It's actually the air in the room that changed the situation. So let me ask you a further question here. If you were to take the hammer and the feather and drop them at the same time in a place with no air, what do you think would happen? There are two videos I want to share with you in the description to this video. One is the hammer and the feather experiment being done on the moon, and the second is the hammer and feather experiment being done in a giant vacuum chamber where they've evacuated all the air. And you're going to see the answer to your question. That's going to help us understand how gravity works, because actually it's the air all around us that makes things fall at different rates. If it weren't for the air, everything, regardless of mass, would fall at the same rate. All right, guys, talk to you later.